Ladies and gentlemen, if this is a face of seriousness, it's because I'm very serious. Because I've just spent 5 minutes making a video, but instead of using my mobile phone, I'm using photo booth on my MacBook. And something happened that it went wrong, and now I'm trying it again. So I've got various things to talk about this morning. One of the biggest things I will talk about later. But as you know, I'm new to YouTube. You know, I'm not clued up on everything that goes on in YouTube. But one of the things I always said at the very beginning was, whatever my titles are will be in my videos. Now, I watched a video yesterday that really fucked me up. And it reminded me of a video that I watched a few years ago. Now, the one I watched a few years ago was by a foreigner in the Philippines. He's an old English guy with a young Filipino wife. I think he's in his 80s. Nice guy. Well, maybe. And the title of one of their videos was Big Cobra in the Generator Room. So, I have an interest in snakes. Yes, you may not believe this. I have a big interest in snakes. In other words, I don't fucking like them. Okay? And I watched this out of curiosity to see this big, huge fucking cobra in the generator room. And what happened? He comes out of his house with a stick in his hand, and he storms down the garden to his generator room and walks straight in, poking everything. Oh, see, he keeps cutting off. Right. I've had enough of this. I'm going back to my mobile phone. This is shit. It just keeps cutting off every so many seconds, and then I'm back to fucking square one. I've got to start all over again. Mr. Apple, your fucking MacBook is shit when it comes to photo booth. So why does it do that? I don't know. I've done 27 seconds of so many fucking different videos that I will just use my my phone. Okay? So bear with me, everybody. Bear with me. Fuck's sake, bear with me. Hello, I'm back again on my trusted phone. Hopefully nothing will go wrong now. Anyway, as I was saying, this Brit living in the Philippines had a king cobra, well, I don't know if it's a king cobra, it's a fucking big cobra in his generator room. So he storms into the generator room with his stick poking everything underneath the generator. Would you do that? If there was a real cobra in the generator room, would you fucking just storm straight in there with a stick and start poking it? He didn't even look above his head. I mean, if you're gonna, you know, send your wife in first, for fuck's sake. At least she's Filipino and knows about snakes. Or send a neighbour in or something and give him something. But would you just walk in there with a fucking stick poking everything? No, you wouldn't. So the title was a load of bollocks. There wasn't even a cobra in the video. It was just a fucking prick. The prick that walked into the generator room. That was the fucking prick. What it should be is prick in the generator room, not cobra in the generator room. Fucking hell. Anyway, there was another one I saw yesterday. And this one was, just let me look down, Phil in the Philippines. And his title was, and I'll have to read this. Expat threatened my 4'11", 100-pound wife with bodily harm. Ooh, fucking hell, that's dodgy. That's a dodgy one there, mate. So, I turned the video on, and he said, you have to watch this till the very end to find out what happened. Well, fucking hell, the things he said about this guy was unbelievable. Fucking nothing. The video did not say anything about what this guy had done, his name, what he threatened her with, or whatever. It was a load of fucking bollocks, and I was not the first one to comment about it. But there was other people in the comments. Oh, well done! I would have done exactly the same thing, and you done right contacting. Oh, what did he fucking do? First, he didn't explain what happened. All right, he said his wife was shook up, and it's not nice to be threatened. Well, fucking tell us what he threatened with, guy. Give us his fucking name and we'll send the boys round after him. Fucking hell. You don't just fucking... This is what I mean. This is what really pisses me off with some people. I know it's a game. I know it's the cockles are in full bloom this morning. And just to let people know, the cockerel that I filmed yesterday in the video about the cock, nothing happened to him. It just so happens that the cat appeared on the scene at the time and he wanted payment because he was part of the film and I fucked him off. But anyway, the cockerel's fine. In fact, that's probably him there. So don't worry, kids. Nothing happened to him. Anyway, going back to this video. I know it's a game on video to lure people to watch the videos, but personally, I don't like it. It's a load of lies. Like I said when I done my introduction, when I done my first video, all my titles will be exactly what I will talk about. No bullshit. I could do a video this morning and say, look what I found in my washing machine this morning. And people think, fucking hell, let's watch this. And I could pull a pair of my sweaty fucking dirty pants up, couldn't I? And say, this is what I found, not a big huge cobra in my washing machine or a cat that's been spun and he's now dead. I could hold up a pair of dirty bloody underwear and, and people will probably comment, oh, well done, I would have done exactly the same thing. Well, fucking hell. I'm not making one penny out of this YouTube. I don't have the fucking subscribers or anything. And to be honest, I'm putting out videos as much as I can in different variations to find out what people want. So I think I know now what people want. They want me to talk like I am now and give my honest opinion in my own way. I think that's what people want. But anyway, stop fucking lying, people. Why don't you just put a title, my husband prick going into the generator room looking for a cobra that wasn't there. Then we all know. Or my wife has fallen down the stairs. Well, not really, I pushed her. Then we all know. But don't fucking say there's a cobra in the generator room when there wasn't even a fucking worm in there. Fuck's sake, what a waste of fucking time. People don't have time nowadays to fucking watch these videos that are a load of bollocks. But it's view time for the YouTubers. Anyway, I'm going to have a slurp of coffee because it's coming up to 10 o'clock. I've got my Kit Kat, but I've eaten 2 fingers already. Anyway, just what I remember. Something happened to me the other night. No, it wasn't in bed or anything like that. It's not sexual, so don't get closer to the TV. And I want really Filipinos and Filipinas to comment, because this is really, I'm after your views on this, and maybe some foreigners as well. I don't think it happens very much in the province, but it does happen a lot here in the city, especially around festive seasons like Christmas and Easter. The other night, about 6:45, someone rang my doorbell. Yes, I have a doorbell. I don't like people saying, hiya, hiya, because I don't know who it is, because sometimes I'm upstairs and I can't hear. So I have a doorbell downstairs and upstairs, so because I'm a deaf bastard, I can hear who's at the door. Anyway, I go down there, and there's this guy singing away, and he hands me an envelope. And on that envelope, and just let me add, I don't let them in the porch. My porch is always locked. They put it through the rails, And I took this envelope, and on the front it said something like House of God or God's something. And then he continues singing, and I noticed it had on it, please donate to God's house. Anyway, I said to him, do you have an ID? And the reason I asked for ID now is because when I was in Cyprus, in parking my car once in a car park, a young girl selling cheap toys came up to me and said, will you buy my toys for 10 euros because I'm a charity for children? And I said, where's your ID card? And she says, I don't have one. And I said, well, fuck off then. Because the toys were cheap, were less, I could buy 5 of them toys for 10 euros. They weren't even freaking worth it, cheapskate. Anyway, the man showed me his ID, and it was a typical ID, photograph, signature, saying the bearer of this card is a volunteer, blah, 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 blah. But people, how do I know that's true? How do I know that this is legit? Now, I didn't want to be nasty, you know, if it's for a good cause, then I'm quite happy to give. So I went into my house, went through my wallet, found the smallest denomination, which was at 50 pesos. So I stuck 50 peso in it and sealed the envelope, went outside and gave it to him. And he said, thank you. And then he started putting on this mobile karaoke machine that he had strapped to his waist. And he had a mic and he started singing to me. Well, how embarrassing could that be? I do not like being serenaded on my porch by a fucking man. So I kept saying, okay, all right, bye, and then I shut the door. And then I thought to myself, well, he could open the envelope and just take the money and throw the envelope away. Not unless he has X amount of envelopes for that night and he has to produce X amount of envelopes. That's one way of doing it, but you know, some people may not even seal the envelopes, thinking they may catch COVID from the gum. So they might just give him, say, 250s in an envelope, and he opens the envelope and takes 50 out. I'm not saying he does. I'm not saying he does. But it could happen, couldn't it? It could happen. So please, can you tell me, what else can I do apart from ask for his ID card? Are these legit people? I don't mind giving if they're legit. But in this day and age, you have to be so careful now of scammers. So if you're a Filipino or a Filipina and you're maybe one of these people, then please send me a nice comment. I'm not knocking you. I'm not knocking you collecting for a good cause. But in this day and age, people have got to be so careful nowadays. Yeah? Okay. Another scam I nearly had a few years ago. I very nearly spent a lot of money on a signed version of the Bible. In one of the inside pages, it said, all the best, Jesus. Now, I knew that was a scam straight away. Why? Because Jesus couldn't write English at that time. So I didn't buy it, but I came very near to buying it because it was tempting. So this is why we have to be very careful nowadays, guys. Very, very careful. Anyway, and I'll say anyway about 18 times in this video. Anyway, the main topic of this video today is, have you ever heard of monk mode? I will read what the definition of monk mode is, and then I will talk about it in my own way. Monk mode is a productivity hack that involves eliminating all distractions and dedicating a period of time solely to focus on a specific task or project. What a load of bollocks. So, I go into the office in the morning and I have hundreds of emails, which I used to have when I worked in the oil. And I say to myself, okay, I am now going to switch on monk mode and just concentrate on my emails. So you're sitting there in monk mode and the landline's ringing, your mobile's ringing, someone's knocking at the door, there's an emergency outside, someone needs to be taken to the medical by ambulance straight away, but you're in monk mode. Fuck everybody else, I'm in monk mode. You're at home with your wife and kids and you've got a report to read. So you decide to go into monk mode. So your wife is running around the kitchen because she's just scalded herself with hot fat. Your little boy has just crashed into the car next door on his bike and his nose is all smashed in. But you're on monk mode. Don't do nothing. Okay? As it says, you eliminate all distractions and dedicating a period of time solely to focus on a specific task. What a load of fucking shit. And there was a guy on YouTube saying, and some of the comments said, that some of these guys cannot practice monk mode in the Philippines. Why? Because when they get near a Filipina, they have to have sex with her. And they said that most Filipinas all think that foreigners just want sex. Well, that is not true. I wish you fucking people that come over to the Philippines mainly for sex will just fucking go somewhere else, because you are giving these girls and the Philippines and the foreigners a bad name. Not every not every foreigner that comes to the Philippines is after sex. Some comments said from some people, and I admire these people, a lot of it depends on your upbringing, the way you were brought up with morals and discipline, and that is absolutely true. Some of these guys that live in the Philippines that are married or have got partners can go into monk mode, they said. They don't have to have sex, and it's not all about sex. A partnership, marriage is not all about sex. As you know, you have more sex when you're courting than you do when you get married. Because living together is more than just sex. It's about talking, sharing things, doing things together. But there is a majority of men that come here and they openly admit they could not go on monk mode. And one of them, and I will mention his name, is Kelvin. Kelvin says he couldn't go on monk mode in the Philippines because he can't keep his cock in his trousers. He's had 3 children with 3 separate partners in the Philippines. But he admits he's not proud of it. But why not use fucking protection? After the first one, you should have learned a lesson. And don't use fucking monk mode as a fucking excuse, because monk mode is a load of bollocks. It's used by entrepreneurs and CEOs. I mean, I could call it fucking apple pie. I'm the apple inside the protective crust of a pie. But no, they call it monk mode. And do people know? And one person said, yeah, I do it, it's like once a month for an hour or something, and it's like the monks, they walk about collecting elms, and then they do house chores and bollocks. Fucking bollocks. Being a monk is a lifetime dedication. And they do not even allow women to touch them. And people in places like Thailand know this. I spent some time with monks at a meditation retreat in Sri Lanka. I was up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I had meditated. I had breakfast at 6, and then we came back and done our chores, which was cleaning the rooms and the toilets and the outside area. And then we carried on meditating. At 11 o'clock, we had our dinner stroke lunch. And that was the last meal I had until 6 o'clock the following morning. That is fucking dedication. And I was not allowed to talk. No phones, no books, nothing. Just a small bed in a small room. And all I had to do was meditate all day long. So don't come with the old bollocks about fucking living like a monk because you shut everything out for 1 hour a fucking month so that you can concentrate on answering emails. Stop using these fucking things that some idiot thought up a couple of years ago, and everyone catches on and starts doing YouTube about monk mode and everything else, and I need to concentrate on something, so I need to go on monk mode. You're talking bollocks. I'll tell you what monk mode is. It's an excuse for people that don't have self-discipline or responsibility. They use monk mode as a fucking excuse, and it's a fucking shit. A layman that practices that sort of thing. If you want to be a sort of Buddha, then go away to a monastery, to a temple. There are 5 precepts, basic precepts in being a monk, and they are not to kill, and that means not even a fucking mosquito. You should not take anything that's not yours, i.e. stealing. No sensual pleasures of any sort. Sexual pleasures only in moderation, or whatever they say. Wrong speech, and that's why I can't keep to my 5 precepts, because my language wouldn't allow me to. And lastly, intoxicants. How many of you that go on monk mode every month go out on the piss? How many of you say I'm living like a monk because I have gone into monk mode for an hour this week, but you still go on the piss and you still get a leg over with the girlfriend? 5 basic precepts of being a monk, guys, and you can't even fucking do any of them. So do not use monk mode, or use the word monk mode because it means fucking nothing. But don't use the principle that you're living like a monk, because you're fucking not. You're in a fucking dream world. And these people that come to the Philippines, you got to realise, Filipinas, and I can understand why Filipinos get angry at foreigners, Filipinas are women and young girls that are the same as everyone everywhere else in the world. Yes, they are beautiful. Yes, that's why a lot of people come here, because women in your own country look like dogs. But don't come here with the intention of just having sex, because a lot of these people do not want sex. They want to be treated as a woman. They want to be treated with kindness and be able to have a partner that shares things with them and what understands them, not just for a fucking leg over. You guys are giving the Philippines a bad name, and you're giving foreigners a bad name. Are you trying to say that every time a Filipina looks at me, she thinks I just want a fucking leg over? Well, that's not the case. I would sooner, like I said in other videos, have a cheese and onion sandwich and do some painting. Because the painting will last longer than what my leg over will be. And some of you fucking guys live in a dream world that you're too fucking old. You still think you're fucking 27, not fucking 67. Some of you can't even get a fucking hard on. So why do you come here with the mindset that you can't practice monk mode in the Philippines because the girls are too fucking beautiful? Yes, they are beautiful, and you are an ugly fucking bastard. And 9 times out of 10, the women look at you as an old bastard, but they cling to you because you can look after them. And the one thing that they give you because they know that's what foreigners want is sex. But it's not the case. I've seen foreigners walking around Paho, okay? And I'll probably get a fucking knife in the back for what I'm saying here. But some of these fucking foreigners that walk around Paho look like fucking tramps. When I go out, at least I try and dress decent. Some of you bastards can't even walk. Your fucking stomach's hanging over your fucking shorts and dragging on the floor. Some of you look so out of shape, you look like fucking Hulk. And you're fucking ugly. I'm not the Mona Lisa, but at least I've got discipline and some respect for myself, and I respect Filipinas because I am in their country. I'm sorry, not just Filipinos. I am in their country as a guest. They can take my visa away from me anytime they want. Some of you guys think you can fucking do anything you want when you come here with the girls, but you can't. Have some fucking respect for the girls, and have some respect for yourselves, and have some respect for your fellow foreigners. The young ones maybe come over, oh, what they call them? Passport bros. What a load of fucking bollocks. Who thinks up these fucking names? Monk mode, passport bros. What's fucking next? Apple pie. That's the best one, apple pie. If you want to travel around Asia, screwing everything in sight, then fucking fine. If you're young enough and you've got the money and you want to do it, fine. But don't come to live in a country and then start knocking the fucking women, saying that they're only after sex, because they are not after sex. They're after companionship. They're after love. Some of you fucking guys don't even know what love is. The only love you know is what's hanging down in between your legs. And the majority of them are not very fucking big. So just keep your trousers zipped up. And just show some respect for the fucking women of this country. Oh, fucking hell. Oh. Lucky I've got a strong heart. Otherwise I would be fucking collapsing at this table at the moment. But anyway. That's my whinge today. Have fucking some respect for the fellow foreigners, the country that you're going to live in, and for the women. Because to be honest, I can't blame some of these Filipinos getting angry at the attitudes of the fucking foreigners. Because some foreigners think they own the country when they come here. Well, you don't. You're a guest. I've got a retirement visa, but it can be taken away from me anytime. But at least I have respect for myself and for everybody else. And I've got self-discipline. You don't have to have a leg over at every fucking woman you see. Have some respect for her. You're an ugly bastard. You're an old bastard. You fucking stinks probably. Your fucking clothes are like fucking rags. And you expect a young fucking lady to go with that. Some of them would, because some of them are desperate, I will admit. But there's desperate women in every fucking country. If you go to Africa, there'll be fucking desperate women there as well. Fucking hell, guys. Anyway. Monk mode. If you can practice monk mode in the Philippines, good on you. But don't compare it with being a monk. It's got fuck all about being a monk. It's just a name. Like passport bros and apple pie. I mean, what dickhead invented the fucking word apple pie? Me. Anyway, take care. That's another whinge. Positive comments, harsh comments. I don't give a fuck. I think this is what you want, guys, isn't it? True and honest. And my title will say monk mode, because that is what my video is about. Or dirty underwear found in my washing machine. Anyway, have a good one. Take care. Bye. Oh, fucking hell, I forgot again. Please like and subscribe. I should have done that at the beginning, but I'll get so carried away with myself, I always fucking forget. Anyway, like and subscribe. If you're not, it's tough. Bye.